See if maybe we can find a group here. Alan wants me to join his group. We got a group. Let's go. Coin, that's fine with me. How's it going, Toons of the World? It's your pal Mega Snoop bringing you another Toontastic video. And the more I look at myself, the more I'm like, is this really a guy that plays Toontown? I mean, look at me. Look at this facial hair. Like, I need to shave that, that's for sure. I also need to go back in time 6 years to when I was 17 years old and it was actually appropriate for me to play Toontown. Ha 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 ha. I can't make this jump for the life of me! Control button! Jump when I click! This game's inputs actually are like upsetting me. But anyway, today I wanted to talk about Toontown Rewritten and some of the complaints that some of y'all have against it. Not that I've heard too many lately because like there hasn't really been anything going on, you know. Usually more of the complaints surface around the times in which there's an update and everyone wants to play the update, and either the update is broken or something within the update breaks something else in the game, such as the fact that golf is still to this day broken. Haha. Two of these nerds aren't even like following. Okay then. But whatever your complaint is, whether it's servers, whether it's golf not working, whether it's lack of development, you know, like they're not adding anything to the game, the one excuse that I always hear being thrown around is that, oh, it's okay, you can't complain because it's a free game. And I took a poll on Twitter not too long ago, and I totally forgot I even took the poll, and I made the poll for this video, but yeah, here I am making this video now that I remember. But I took this poll to really ask people if they actually believe 100% that it's okay to use that as an excuse, or on the flip side to say, is it okay to criticize a game even if it's free? Where's this other person? Like, hello? You want to catch up sometime soon, fancy sparkle knees? Okay, another like triple fogging. Like, what do you... I said I'll fog, they said they'll fog. You're not even switching at this point, dude. I don't freaking know, dude. I haven't done one battle so far. I don't know. The communication here is terrible. The player base is something completely different. We're not getting into that in this video. It's not even worth it. But I ran a poll on Twitter, and with almost 400 votes, 80% of people said, yes, you have more than rights to complain or criticize, if that's like the word you want to use, about a game even though it is free. And I believe that is where I stand on the topic is, even if a game is free, it does not make it exempt from criticism or even complaints. Like, you know, some people are like, I don't want to complain, but I'll criticize, and that's fine. You can call it whatever you want. But to that 20% out there, I'm talking to you here. You can't keep using that as your scapegoat, all right? You can use it as an argument, like, hey, the servers are bad because it's a free game, and therefore they can't have income to be able to put into servers. But the fact of the matter is they still have servers, so obviously they're getting money from somewhere to put into the server, so therefore they should at least be able to do something about it, right? Are we still waiting on fancy sparkle knees? I can't with this tune. But can I just use another free game as an example? And I know you guys are going to be like, oh, this again, right? But I've been playing a lot of Fortnite recently. And I'll tell you what, Fortnite is a free game. And I'll tell you what as well, Fortnite is a lot better handled than this. Maybe that's because there's a dedicated team behind it and it's not just a bunch of kids in a garage somewhere out in Kentucky, but still. This guy's spamming question mark now. I'm gonna have a headache just doing this one coin mint, dude. So Fortnite is a free game, and it does have its issues because it's a free game. And every free game, and even not free games, will have their issues. It's not a matter of what has less issues. The matter is how the issues are dealt with. Fortnite has a bunch of issues with its logging in system. It literally has the same issue that Toontown has whenever there's a new update and everyone tries to play at the same time, and it will like crash or people won't be able to log in at all. And we all know that Toontown has that same issue. But Fortnite has a solution to this. As soon as an update drops on Fortnite, they have a queued login, so not everybody is logging in at the same time. And that's a brilliant idea. So as soon as you log in, you're put in a waiting line queue, and it'll be like, all right, you can join the game in 15 minutes. You can join the game in 20 minutes. And that's so smart, because then it's not everybody trying to get on at the same time, and it's not completely crashing the server by everyone trying to log on at the same time. And I think that's something Toontown can take notes of, because if Toontown does that, then every single time there's a new update, especially when it's a big update like the 2.0 update, then not everybody is coming into the game and it's lagging and it's crashing and it's doing horrible. We can all more funnel in and all be able to play the game and enjoy the game together. Because once there's 3,000 people online, the servers hold up. But when 3,000 people are trying to log on at the same time, it doesn't happen, and the servers just crash. It's terrible. And see, Fortnite did this not with 3,000 people, but with something more like 80,000 people. So I think they know what they're talking about there. And then to expand further, I know Fortnite is able to make up for some of the fact that it's free with the fact that they have like in-game purchases that you can do. And I totally take part of that. I'm like, yeah, I want to support this game. I want to be able to give them my money so they can keep the game free and continue having support on it. And I really wish that that was also something that Toontown could take advantage of as well, but they can't, just because of the fact that Toontown is Toontown and it's not like Huntoon Rewroted, where it's their own brand that they built from the ground up. But obviously, it's not built from the ground up. This is all stolen from Disney. Stolen from Disney. And it just begs the question. It's like you took 90% of the game is taken from Disney's Toontown. How is this still broken? I don't know. I digress. That's another topic for another time. Point is that I really wish Toontown had some sort of way that it could stay free, but you could make in-game purchases for accessories. You can make in-game purchases for like double experience or something along those lines. Not something that really affects the game, but something to help you out that you can do to support the game while still keeping it free and help give the team an income. That way they can still continue to work on it more than they are now. Because, I mean, when was the last time we really heard news from them? Anyway, these examples I'm giving are just to state that, look, this is a free game, but this is also a free game. This is how they've been handling similar situations. This one is working, this one is not. Just because TTR is a free game does not make it exempt from criticism. It can be improved. There are things that can be done, and I really hope those things happen soon, if at all. Like, I think lastly, I think it comes down to the team, because like I said, Fortnite does have a whole team of people who work on it all the time because they do have money that they make from the in-game purchases and also other means because they all work for the company. Obviously, Toontown Written doesn't have that, but they could hire more people from the outside to come in and work on it. I know TTR has always been really stingy about who they let onto their team, and it goes through a lot of processes and making sure that the person stays the role both inside and outside the game. There's a lot that goes into it, but they do need help. Toontown has always been in a state here where it just goes like this. If you really want it to come back, if you really want it to be a game that is led by a company again, it can't be going like this. It needs to go like this. It needs to be a game that grows. It can't just stay the same, because that's what it's been doing. It hasn't been dying, but it hasn't been growing. It's been staying the same. It's about 2,000 players, and it's had about 2,000 players for almost 3 years now. It needs to have growth, and in order to have growth, it needs some support behind it. In order to get support behind it, it needs people to support it, right? You would think. Amazing. It needs endgame content, it needs people dedicated to it, and it needs some sort of way to reach out to people and have them reach back, if that makes sense. Not just for money, but for advertising, etc., etc. It's a free game. It doesn't need to not be a free game. But things need to change if it's ever going to become something ever again. Otherwise, we're looking at this forever, and that's all it's not going to die, but it's not going to grow. And it's not ever going to be picked up by Shell Games or Disney again if they don't actually see any improvement from it. So that's my rant. I did a coin mint. I ranted. There's your video for the day. It's a free game. Does not make it exempt from criticism. Come up with other excuses. I love this game. I do. I love the game to death. I enjoy every second of playing it, for the most part. I just wish it was maintained better. Not that the TTR team is doing a bad job, but there's just so much more that can be done. Okay, I'm going to end the video now. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned. God bless. Peace.